Just a general feeling of, being told games are canceled, have been made up, different opponent, the emotions that plays out on you.
It obviously sucks that we called off the Colorado game and then this Saturday's game, but it's kind of it's a reminder of like last year, and to see that it's still like COVID's still around and in large in effect now. It's really crazy to see that.
How do you manage it? I mean, coaches talked a lot about, don't plan too much, don't get frustrated, roll with it. I mean, that sounds easy, but is it easy, and how do you manage it?
It is easy because it's been happening, or it's happened before. So it's not like it's anything really new. Maybe for the new guys, it's surprising a little bit, but no, it's really just really being thankful to be in the moment, to be practicing, to be playing at least, instead of, in isolation or quarantine or anything like that. So that's how I see it. I know guys on our team see it that way too. Is it just like being fortunate to play, being fortunate to have games scheduled. So it's
You just got done lifting?
I just got done shooting actually.
Okay. Well, for everybody else, I want to make sure you didn't think you were sick.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
Look, what do you sense within the locker room with your team, with your guys? I mean, do you get a feeling that people are worried? Are they panicking? Are they just rolling with it? How do you sense that?
Just rolling with it. Everyone, all the guys that were here last year and the year before kind of have been through it, like I said. So it's just like, we're just telling them how it goes. Like, this is kind of the norm in college basketball and in any sports now. That's kind of how the norm is. But just, kind of reminding them that to not really think too much about it, just to move on to, whatever game is scheduled. We're focused on that, stuff like that. So just do the stuff that we can control.
Yeah. How much do you guys need to play? I mean, you got one tomorrow night. That's, as of right now, is on, right? I mean, how much do you need to play to keep this process of gelling and coming together and progressing and all that stuff going?
I mean, really in practice, you can tell so much about how your team is and how you guys gel together and play against other opponents. I mean, unless you really do play against other opponents. So going into the games, going into this game tomorrow, it's just like I always keep saying, it's just another chance to get better before conference keeps rolling around. So it's just like really seeing where we're at every game, because that Stephen F. Austin's kind of still in our memory from when we played them. So we just kind of want to come back out and give a better performance.
After all the transition that's transpired, you may have ended up with a better opponent in Nevada. Just talk about that. And I think they play with 2 7-footers.
I believe so. I haven't seen much of them. We were starting scouting and all that today as far as them, but I know they're really good team. And I know one guy off there, Grant Sherfield, really good scorer, really active, really good athlete. So we're gonna have to key in on him and some other guys too.
Has Coach talked about how they got us in 05 here?
No, hasn't brought it up. So maybe he will at practice, but no, he hasn't brought it up.
What's it like playing with essentially 2 point guards? Does that give you more open looks? The fact you've got 2 guys looking for you at all times?
I would say so. Yeah. Them just being aggressive, making plays for other people rather than themselves, and kind of being selfless as a point guard. And those 2 spots, I think, helps me, CB, J. Will, J. Cole, and a lot of other, shooting guards, the guards that are on the wings, not really have to work too much to get a basket, because they're helping us out. So it is nice having that out there.
If Coach Self wanted to give you guys a New Year's resolution as a team for 2022, what do you think that would be?
More active on defense. Big one, yeah.
When you look at, and I don't know how much you've done it or if at all, but when you look at last year's team and what you guys are doing this year, coaches talked a lot about, hey, we're better in transition, I think. In some areas you're better, some areas maybe not yet.
Yeah.
Do you look at that and are you noticing any of that stuff? Does anything jump out at you anyway?
It kind of jumped out to me when we first started like official practice, and like we were kind of seeing where our team, like where our strengths are on our team and stuff as in transition and stuff. So that's when we kind of like realized that's what we do. And it is different than last year because we didn't get a lot of points out of that. So it's a really, really different, just really different feel out there with different combinations of teams on the floor at the time. But when everyone's out there, everyone has that same mindset to, get out and run once we get a defensive rebound, or moving the ball offensively, and then defensively, that's where we're still working on every day. But we just have to have that mentality to be a defensive squad. So
Is that what it is? The mindset that's made
Yeah,
transition better,
yeah.
or is it actually the pieces too?
pieces, but really mindset, because it takes a lot if you think about it, not really if you think about it, to like pitch ahead. If you get the pretty much pitching ahead, that's what really starts it, just pitching ahead
Sure.
off of a rebound and giving yourself up instead of dribbling it up yourself. So
Cool.
Mhm.
I also wanted to ask you in the Eudora High School gym last summer, you
Mhm.
talked, big eyes, big smile. You're ready for this leadership role.
Mhm.
How has it been for you? I mean, have you enjoyed it? Obviously, your play has gone to another level
Yeah.
too, but I know the leadership part's important to you. How has that been over this first 10 games? And been what you thought it was?
Yeah. I mean, I have all the support from my teammates, and that's all I can ask for, is the support and just for them to trust me as a leader and know that I'm willing to do everything for them too, lay down everything on the line for them. So they know that, and it's kind of been established, and I kind of feel like comfortable in this position as a leader. And I know we have other guys that are like, sub leaders or leaders with me, and they still look up to those people too. So it's just the amount of respect that goes throughout our team.
I know you've got Mitch, so you'll never feel like the old man.
No, Mitch, Chris, J. Cole. Yeah.
But do you feel like, team dad every once in a while? I mean, have you had to get on
Sometimes.
some of these
Yeah,
guys? Do you
yeah.
have a favorite leadership moment so far? Has there been one where, whether you had to yell or scream or just be tough, whatever it was, where you kind of thought, that was cool, they listened?
Really, I would say in the games we play this year, when we start out and we have a lead, and then we kind of like let it fade a little bit, let the team, get confidence to come back in. I think it was last game or the game before that. I remember just like bringing the guys in the huddle, and I just like talked to them in like a calm manner. I was just like, guys, we've been through this. We know what to do. Just everyone like, take a second, take a breath, and then let's get back like focused again, because we kind of got out of line there. So I know the guys. That's my way of being a leader. Really kind of confront you face to face, and talking to you face to face in a calm manner, because I feel like that relays better to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to ask you, are you worried about the season, Coach?
No, not at all.
How does it impact you having another wing in CB that's so aggressive offensively, and the two of you are just playing so well together and reaching new heights?
I mean, with CB and then all the other weapons we have, it's really hard guard. I would say if the defense is designed to stop me, then you still have CB and you still have Remy and you still have DeJuan that can hit shots, and David that can get going. So it's like we have a lot of guys, and we can bring guys off the bench too that are still the same aggressive as CB and I. So that's really nice to know that we have different weapons like that, because it makes my, when people key in on me, it makes it a little bit better, because then they're going to have to focus on other guys too. So it can't just be me.
Any Zoom questions? All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ochai.
Yep.
See you guys tomorrow.
All right, man.